Hey y'all, welcome back to my channel. My name is Ikea. If you're new here, thank you so much for joining. And if you're returning, thank you so much for coming back. So I know that a lot of people have been working from home due to COVID or for whatever reason, but I do understand that some people are actually returning back to work soon. So today's video, I'm going to be sharing some everyday fragrances that I enjoy, and I think that they are going to be great for work as well. So if that's something that you're interested in, then let's go ahead and get started. So first things first, go ahead and subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so, and be sure to click that notification bell so you don't miss out on a single video. Now that we got that all taken care of, let's get started with the video. So I've decided to choose a variety of different fragrances, from florals to fresh fragrances to even woody ones, because I know that a lot of people have different fragrance styles, but all of these fragrances that I'm recommending to you all are all great for the workplace, for everyday occasions, if you're running errands. I like to think of everyday fragrances like signature scents. They are things that you just wear every single day and you can't get enough of it. Fragrances that when people smell them, they kind of know that it's you, or they are reminded of you when they smell it. I also like everyday fragrances because they're not offensive, they're not over the top, they're not cloying, they're not even deep or sensual or sexy. Even though I personally love sensual fragrances, it's still nice to have those fragrances every now and then that just don't do too much. They smell great, but they're not over the top. So that's what these fragrances are that I'm going to share with you all. And I have a variety. Some are affordable, some are on the higher end, but I think I got y'all covered. So I'm gonna stop rambling and we're just gonna go ahead and get started. So the first fragrance that I want to share with you all is from Marc Jacobs, and this is Daisy. This is the original one. I have it in this limited edition packaging, but this is actually the original version of Daisy, and this is actually my favorite work and everyday fragrance. I actually wear this anytime I'm in the office, and I love it so much. It's so classy, and it just reminds me of a woman that goes to work and she wears her button up and she has her hair pinned back and a pencil skirt. That's kind of what I think of when I think of this fragrance. But this is a floral fragrance, and it's so good. It's a light and airy floral. It has jasmine in it. There's lavender. There's also a little bit of vanilla and musk in here. And I believe there's also some woody notes in here. But it's so, so good. It's not over the top, not offensive. And the fragrance is just very light and airy, which I definitely love. I do get compliments whenever I'm in the office and I wear this fragrance. But again, it's not over the top and overly offensive. That's why I absolutely love Marc Jacobs Daisy, because you still kind of get compliments and people can still smell you, but they're not like, girl, you have on too much. So definitely love this one as an everyday fragrance. All right, so this next fragrance is Mon Paris from YSL, and this is considered to be a fruity floral, and I do think that this fragrance is pretty fruity, but it also still has those floral elements in it to balance it out. So it's not like extremely over the top fruity. So this fragrance has raspberry, there's strawberries in here, there's a little bit of musk and vanilla as well, and there's also peony in here. And I really do love this scent. I think that this is perfect for any occasion. This is also very fun and inviting, and I do think that this is great for the office. It's not beast mode projection. It's not something that's like over the top. People aren't going to be able to smell you from a mile away, but when they're up close to you, they will be able to smell you and you'll smell really lovely. I just think that this is just for a person who is really soft and sweet and very feminine. This is such a feminine fragrance and I absolutely love it. It's perfect for really any occasion, but I really like this one as an everyday fragrance for the spring and the summertime. That fruitiness and the florals really stand out, especially in the warmer weather. You really get that blast of strawberry and the blast of peonies and other florals in here when the heat comes out, and it just really smells so, so good. So I definitely love this one as an everyday fragrance as well. So this next fragrance is from Jo Malone, and this is Wood, Sage, and Sea Salt. I absolutely love this fragrance. So there's wood in here, there's sage, there's sea salt, there's a little bit of grapefruit in here as well, and I love this so much. It's got like this freshness to it. There's a little hint of sweetness, but it's mainly a fresh fragrance. And when I think of fresh fragrances, I think of the daytime, and I think of ones that are light and airy that you can wear when you're running errands or when you're just out and about. That's what this fragrance is to me. So I will say that this one, the longevity isn't that great. It doesn't last a long time personally on my skin, but if I'm just out and about running errands or I'm at work or something like that, I'm okay with a fragrance turning into a skin scent a little bit quicker, because that way, you know, you don't feel like you're overpowering or offending anybody. So I do like this fragrance though. It just smells really, really fresh and crisp and clean, and it is such a great scent. So this next fragrance is from KKW Fragrance, and this is called Jasmine Air. This is actually a recent purchase of mine, and I did a review on all of the new KKW fragrance in collaboration with Jeff Latham, so I will link them if you're interested. But this one is Jasmine Air, and I really do love this fragrance. It's fresh. It smells like citrus, but there's also this blend of floral that really makes this fragrance so good. Oh yeah, definitely love this fragrance. So there's citrus notes in here. There's blood orange. This also has amber, vanilla, musk. There's a little bit of rose in here. And of course there is jasmine. And I just love the blend of the floral notes mixed with the sweeter notes like the vanilla and the musk. It just rounds this fragrance out so nicely. But when you first spray this, you get that blast of citrus, and it is just really, really good. Again, this is more fresh and crisp, but it's such a great fragrance, and I was really impressed by this collaboration that KKW Fragrance did. But yeah, I really do like this fragrance. It's definitely perfect for every day. Specifically though, I think that this one really would stand out in the spring and in the summer as well, especially that citrus. That definitely will stand out in the warmer weather. But y'all, it's so good. If you were considering checking this one out, I definitely recommend it. So this next fragrance is for my woody, spicy, and sweet lovers. This is Odell from Diptyque, and y'all, I love this fragrance so, so much. It is that blend of woodiness and spice and sweetness for me. So this has pink pepper, there's woody notes in here, there's also cardamom and bergamot. And y'all, I love this fragrance so much. So this is actually the EDT, and this isn't as potent as the Eau de Parfum, but I still love this fragrance, and I love that the EDT is great for every day. It's great for running errands, like I said, but also I think that this one is great at nighttime too. I know we're talking about everyday fragrances mainly in the daytime, but this is a great nighttime scent. This is one of those scents that's just very versatile. You can wear it really any time, and it is just so good. So if you like woody fragrances, but they also are rounded off with a little bit of sweetness, this one is definitely one that I would recommend for you. Again, this is Odell by Diptyque. So the next fragrance that I want to share with you all is from the House of Sillage, and this is called Tiara. So when I think of this fragrance, I think of a princess. It's very light, it's very airy, but it's also really feminine, and it's not offensive, of course, but I love this fragrance. So Tiara has a little bit of cinnamon. There's also rose, peony, musk, vanilla, and amber. And this fragrance is actually a little powdery to me, and that's why I like it though. It's light, it's airy, it's a little powdery, but it's also very feminine. And as I mentioned before, when I think about this fragrance, I just think about a princess. I think about somebody that's really dainty and super feminine and just really nice and sweet. But I really do like this fragrance a lot. I don't actually wear it a ton. I haven't gotten to wear it a lot this year, but I do really like it. I think that it's really great and it'll be great for any season. It's just one of those fragrances that it's really light, airy, and it's just so good. So I'm gonna move this one to the front of my perfume collection because I need to wear this a little bit more. But this one is Tiara from the House of Sillage. So the next fragrance we have is from Christian Louboutin, and this is called Lubi Rouge. Y'all, I am so obsessed with this fragrance. I'm sure you've heard me talk about this fragrance quite a bit because I love it so much. But this fragrance is perfect for every day. If you like oriental fragrances, I think that this one is one that you should consider. So it has vanilla, there's also cardamom in here, and iris. And the blend of all three of those notes is just so good. It's green, it's got a little floral, and that sweetness from the vanilla really rounds this fragrance out. Ugh, I love it so much. There's also like a little lipstick note in here to me. It doesn't say it in the description, but it kind of smells a little bit like lipstick, just a tiny bit. Not during the entire life of the fragrance, but like you get a little hint of it. And I personally enjoy this fragrance. It's not one of those fragrances that's over the top either. And I noticed some people said that they don't get a ton of compliments on this fragrance. And I'll be honest, you have to be kind of up close in my personal space in order to smell this, but that's why I like it for every day. I like to wear this one to work as well because the sillage isn't overpowering, and also the projection, it's not beast mode whatsoever, but it's also pretty moderate. You can still smell it, but it's just not over the top. So that's why I love this fragrance. It is a little pricey. I will be honest with y'all. It's a little pricey, but I really like it. I enjoy this fragrance a lot. I reach for this one quite a bit, and I'll probably be reaching for this one all throughout the year. I also think that this one is great for the holidays. Something about this fragrance just reminds me of Christmas for some reason, but it's so, so good, and I truly enjoy the fragrance. I enjoy the entire experience when I'm wearing this, and I just love it. So again, this one is Lubi Rouge from Christian Louboutin. All right, so this next fragrance that I want to share with you all is called Rim, and it is from Ariana Grande. I love this fragrance because it's sweet, but it has a little kick of floral to it that really stands out. Now, a lot of people say that this reminds them of Cloud from Ariana Grande, which I do think that they're very similar, but this has a lavender note in it that really stands out, and it makes this fragrance so good. So Rim contains caramel, there's lavender in here, there's also tonka bean, and there's also musk. And this fragrance is so, so good. So if you're a gourmand lover, I think that you would enjoy this fragrance. It's also pretty affordable, but I like this because it's light. It's not offensive again. I'm going to say that about most of these fragrances because, again, they're great for every day. But this one just gives you that sweetness, and it's really flirty. So I would say that this one is great for every day, but if you're going on a lunch date, this one is great. Or if you're going to brunch, I definitely would recommend this one for that type of occasion. It's really, really good though. I love how it just smells a little bit more fresher and a little bit more clean compared to Cloud. Cloud is overall just very, very sweet. And while this fragrance is sweet, that lavender really blends and rounds this fragrance out just a little bit more to me, and it makes it a little bit more of a mature scent. So if you are thinking about getting this fragrance, definitely would recommend it. It's such a good fragrance, and it's great if you're a gourmand lover, but you also kind of want a nice little balance. This also kind of reminds me of Coffee Break from Replicas, Maison Margiela. So if you like fragrances along that line, then this one is also kind of similar to that. All right, y'all. So I feel like I can't do a top or a favorites video if I don't mention this one because it's just so good and it's so versatile. So this is Baccarat Rouge 540, and I absolutely love this fragrance. As I mentioned, it's very versatile. You can wear this at nighttime. You can wear this during the day. Now, you'll definitely get a ton of compliments on this. I probably would say if you're wearing this at work, I wouldn't overspray this because it is very long lasting. The sillage is very great on this one. The projection is also strong on this one, so I wouldn't overspray it. It's still not offensive or cloying, but I wouldn't overspray this fragrance. But it's so good if you like woodiness mixed with a little sweet with a little bit of floral as well. I would definitely recommend Baccarat Rouge 540. It is just the fragrance for me. I wear this one all the time and I love it so much. This is for that girl that's a boss, okay? This is for the boss girl. She plays no games, okay? That's what I think of when I think of this fragrance. Somebody that just, they play no games, okay? They are that girl. And that's actually how I feel when I wear this. I feel like you can't tell me nothing when I have on Baccarat Rouge 540. It's just, yeah, you can't tell me anything. But I absolutely love this fragrance. It has cedar notes in there. There's amber, there's cedarwood, resin. I always say this, but it doesn't mention that there's citrus in here. But on my skin, when it dries down, it smells a little citrusy to me as well, which I absolutely love. And I adore this fragrance so much. So you definitely check out Baccarat Rouge 540 if you haven't done so already, because it is that girl. All right, y'all, so we are on our last and final fragrance, and I'm sure y'all are going to be like, girl, if you tell us about this fragrance one more time, girl. So anyway, it is Bal d'Afrique from Byredo. I know, I talk about this fragrance all the time, but it is so good. So if you like fragrances that are citrus, but they're really fresh, this is the one for you. So this fragrance contains lemon notes in here. There's also a little bit of vetiver. There's tonka bean. I believe there's also musk in here, and there's jasmine, and I just can't get enough of it. It smells so good. I'm going to spray myself all over the place with it because I can't get enough of it. I actually purchased this in April and I've been using it like crazy. This is one of those fragrances I would definitely say you can overspray it and you will be just fine if you overspray it. You don't have to worry about it being too much because this is not too much at all. But this is just so fresh and clean. It's got that sweetness in it that balances it out. But I love this fragrance so much. I feel like I just can't rave about it enough. It's definitely up there in my signature scents because I wear it all the time. I grab it all the time. Again, I purchased this last month and I got a pretty heavy dent in this already. So I'm probably going to have to repurchase this by the end of the year. But it is just that good. It's so fresh and sweet and clean. I feel like I am not doing it justice when I explain how this fragrance smells. It doesn't smell like anything I have in my collection, but I just love it, okay? You just gotta trust me on this one. It's really, really good, okay? It is good. Trust me. It is that girl. But this one is just for somebody who likes to smell good. I think that this one lasts a pretty long time though. So this one I can get about 6 to 8 hours of wear on my skin. And if I spray it on my clothes, it lasts even longer than that, which I absolutely love about this fragrance. But I just can't say enough about Byredo's Bal d'Afrique. It's just such a unique scent and I just love it, okay? I love it. And if you want to get this fragrance, check it out because it is so good. All right, y'all. So those were my everyday fragrance recommendations for you all. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it was helpful for you if you are on the hunt for some great everyday scents. I personally love all of the fragrances that I recommended, and I think that they would be great for a variety of fragrance lovers. But that was everything though. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Also, subscribe to my channel if you haven't done so already. And you can follow me on social media. You can check out my handle on Instagram and on Twitter. It's at Ikea Alexis, which will be linked down below in the description box. And I just thank you all for watching this video. I hope y'all have a great one. Stay safe, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye.